Hey there, I'm Amber Anderson. I'm a leadership coach, and I help highly sensitive leaders and business owners learn how to maximize their impact in a way that is authentic, joyful, and expansive through content, coaching, and community. Welcome to the channel. Last week, I walked you through a simple 3-step process for processing your emotions. If you didn't see that video, go back and check it out. It's a really good one. So, I'm going to give us the highlights again this week because it ties to what I'm going to share as the new lesson. But again, there's more details, so go back and check out last week's video if you haven't seen it. So, this 3-step process for processing your emotions is what I recommend if you're ever feeling a certain kind of way that is not hopeful for you. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, confused, frustrated, angry, whatever it is, and you want to get out of it, follow these 3 simple steps. So notice it, name it, and navigate it. What I mean by notice it is just acknowledge that it's happening and accept it without judgment or resistance. You've probably heard the phrase, what we resist persists. Same thing with emotions. We don't want to resist negative emotions. Otherwise, they're just going to come on even stronger. Step number 2 is to name it. And it's really important how you name it. I always encourage you to name it like I'm feeling the emotion versus I am the emotion. You are not your emotion. Don't give it that much power. So, for example, instead of saying I am angry, say I'm feeling angry. It just takes some of that pressure off. Then step 3 is navigate it. This can mean different things to different people. What I mean by navigate it is just engage with it on purpose. For me, navigating an emotion, processing through an emotion is just like being open, being willing to experience it, being curious, um, meditating, breath work, some sort of movement, maybe getting outside, going for a walk, but engage with it and just navigate through the experience. And what this does is teaches you that you can handle any emotion, even the really, really bad ones like shame and grief. If you just be with it and navigate through it, it takes a lot of that power away. So those are the 3 simple steps for navigating any emotion, for processing. It's your process for processing any negative emotion. Notice it, name it, navigate it. And I'm going to give you a very similar, equally simple, but not always easy 3-step process to change your brain. And keep in mind that everything we do and don't do is influenced by how we feel. That's why it's so important when you're feeling bad to know how to get through that, not resist it, but to process through it faster so you don't stay stuck and kind of spinning out. So, negative emotions typically influence negative behaviors. That makes sense. Positive emotions typically influence positive behaviors. And I don't even like labeling positive and negative. All I mean by that is we all know there are things that we do and don't do that either lead us toward our goal, they're serving us, or they keep us stuck or even lead us away from our goal. So that's what I mean by good or bad, positive or negative emotions. So again, now you have a process for processing your emotions. You can get through the negative ones more quickly. And next, we're going to talk about how to actually change your thoughts to supercharge this whole process. So, like I said, to really supercharge this process, today I'm sharing a similar, it's equally simple, but probably not super easy way to actually rewire your brain. It's a 3-step process, just like the process for processing your emotions. And I like to say that it's your ability to become the boss of your brain. So keep in mind that our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings drive our actions. And of course, our actions create our results. So we want to be really intentional. Everything starts with our thoughts. That's where all of our power is. So we want to be really intentional about what we're thinking on purpose to create feelings that we want, on purpose to take the actions that we want to take to get us to our goals, our vision, our dreams, all of that good stuff. So when you combine the process for processing your emotions with rewiring your brain, becoming the boss of your brain, you are literally taking control of your entire experience of leadership in life. It's so freaking powerful. So, the 3-step process to change your brain, to become the boss of your brain, rewire your brain, however you want to think about it, super simple. Catch it, check it, and change it. And this is straight out of cognitive behavioral therapy. I use it in cognitive behavioral coaching. So what I mean by catch it, I like to think of these self-limiting thoughts like there's a thief running around in my brain, robbing me of the better experience that I could have. I want to be looking for it. I want to be aware of it, and I want to catch it. And once I catch it, I want to check it. What I mean by that is just checking in, is this thought true? And even if the thought is true, then ask yourself, is it serving me? Does it help me to keep thinking this thought, even if it's true? And then finally, change it. So if it's not true, for sure change it, because that is really not serving you to think untrue thoughts about yourself that are keeping you stuck or moving you away from your goals or making you feel less than, not as good as you want to feel. But even if they are true and it doesn't serve you, it doesn't benefit you to keep thinking it, change it. Thoughts are optional. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can think whatever you want to think. So if a thought isn't serving you, choose a different thought on purpose. And again, whatever thought you choose is going to influence how you feel, which influences how you behave, how you show up, which creates your entire experience of leadership and life. I know we're talking leadership, but it really impacts everything in life. So, so powerful. Now, I know I share a lot of tips and tools and frameworks and all of that good stuff with you, but honestly, if you just implement these two processes to be more intentional about how you're thinking and how you're feeling, you can change your entire experience of leadership without anything else or anyone else around you changing. And let's be honest, we think that how we're feeling, thinking, behaving is because of how other people are acting. You can change everything without anybody else changing. It's such an empowering way to live. Please give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And of course, as always, if you want more support with this, please reach out to me and we'll talk about options for coaching one-on-one. And in the meantime, don't forget that you can sign up for 24/7 free Q&A access to Ask Amber. There's a link in the description below. And just a reminder, it's AI, but you'll just enter your name and email, and then you have like free access to ask as many questions as you want. You can type a question into the Ask Amber AI, and it will scan every piece of content ever posted to this channel, which is now hours and hours of content. And it will pull content from everything that I've created and create a customized answer for you and return it to you within seconds. It's so super cool. So please do check it out. And I would love your feedback on it too. I love seeing what kind of questions people are asking, and it really helps me figure out what videos to create for you all in the future. Because if you ask a question and there's not an answer there, that's an indication to me, oh, they want content. So I will do that too. Don't forget to sign up at the link in the description below. And with that, thanks for watching. I will see you here next week.